So what I've done here is just marked it out with little bits of grass and buried tiny little nuggets. The same ones I tested the other day actually with the 10x6X coil against the SDC. This ground's pretty mild, just typical New Zealand ground really. It's got plenty of hot rocks though, which are insane. It's just a riverbank. There's not much gold to be found around here, that's for sure, in this area anyway, but there is gold. So what we'll do is just scan over some of these nuggets and see how they go. So what I've done is buried them all at the edge of detection in mineralized mode. I'll just fix that grass up or I'll never find it with the SDC. So what I'll do now is just pump the sensitivity up a bit because I've got it on quite low, well relatively anyway, but we'll go to 25. I can't go higher because big power line's just there. You can see that brightens them up a bit. Now, I'll just run through the settings a bit. So that's 25. It's calibrated to that coil, I just haven't renamed the slot because it's just had a full factory reset and mess around. It's on about the quietest channel. Thresholds default, audio tone default, treble default, soil type mineralized. Now let's just do something. We'll flick that to mild. Now this is why I always advocate for detectors that can do such a thing in New Zealand conditions anyway, because the ground's just pretty mild. But you can see how it brightens them up. Like that one in particular, I can easily come an inch or more off the ground, probably 2 inches or 3. So now let's try the SDC over them. We'll run it in normal. I need to tighten that coil by the look of it. We'll do a noise cancel. I've already done it, but Both detectors take about the same amount of time to do the noise cancel. They're both pretty slow, but at least they're doing it. Right. Not sure I'd find that one. Good response on that one. This one here is fairly disappointing. That's the last one that was a bit of a screamer really on the Algoforce. It's the biggest of all of those nuggets. So we'll try to turn that up further. Come at them from a different direction. Touching the ground. So pretty poor on that one. I think if anything, turning up that threshold just makes it worse. I'll come back over it with it down. Yeah, let's go down. I think there's pretty good, I thought. That one gives a reasonable response. So does that one. That one's just completely disappointing. I'll just get the Algo and do a bit of a comparison on that one. We'll go back to mineralized mode to make it fair. Whoop, past it. I'd certainly find it with the Algo easier. So let's dig them up. Don't know how visible it is. I can't see the screen hardly in this light. They're all absolutely tiny nuggets. Probably really hard to see with the dirty So that's just a bit of an example of what I'm seeing anyway. I'm so new to the SDC though. Realistically, it's the third time I've tried it out. Never taken it gold hunting yet. Just testing it out to learn about it and how it compares to the Algoforce in my soils at least. And so far I'd probably take the Algoforce instead, really. That mild soil mode's a massive benefit to me anyway, being in milder soil. But in mineralised soils, who knows? They look pretty competitive, a slight edge to the Algoforce in my soil when running in mineralised mode, but that all could change in harsher soil. But one thing that SDC is good at is the hot rocks. We'll just try something. We'll run over this ground a bit. Stop at this dirty great big weed. I'll try the Algoforce on the same ground. Had to turn the battery on. I'll just check which mode I'm in, if it's mild or not. Because mild will sound off a lot on them. What am I doing? No, we're in mineralised. We'll just go for the run with that. I think that's probably a target, so I'll just mark it and check. Right, now we'll do that run in mild and show the difference. I should hit hot rocks. Maybe not. Not so far anyway. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit of falsing. I'm sure that's a target. Just mark that out. Sound like iron to me. Oh, it's doing pretty well on the hot rocks here. VLF would be going nuts going over this. I'm surprised mild's doing quite good. You're getting a bit of falsing, which would make finding those tiny ones really hard. Target. Might find some here. That's going to be a hot rock. We'll just go back to mineralized. Gone. Just went back to mineralized again. Quietens it right up. So you're just getting some falsing in mild around here with those hot rocks. That'll be a hot rock, just tiny ones. Well, it's running better than I thought it would in these hot rocks. We'll just test those targets. It's getting it, but nowhere near as loud. Could possibly be a hot rock, that one. Where was the next one? There. So it's getting nothing on it. I think that's going to be a hot rock. Let's try something. So that's the advantage I'm seeing with the SDC is the hot rocks. I'll balance over it. That's it there. Yeah, killed it with the ground balance straight away. So that one was a hot rock. And where was the next one? I don't remember. They're all going to be hot rocks by the sound of it anyway. That one's still gone. So that's a hot rock, it's not going to kill. Not much in pinpoint on it, but it's there. Am I in mild or not? No, I'm in mineralized. We'll see if mild can't ground balance, so that's going to stay there no matter what. We'll try balance it out in normal. Really faint target in normal. So let's bring the SDC back to this one. I don't want to lose it, so I'll put the sticks on it. Because the SDC's in normal too. Maybe it's not a hot rock after all, that one. Let's just wind it back to, we'll go default on 2. Nope, that's a target. Oh, that was a good comparison for me anyway. I thought that was a hot rock. Well, that's about all I'll do now. I'm just learning the SDC myself, so I'm just trying to work the two out, compare them to each other and see how they do. That's the 10-inch spiral, so the smaller spiral coil X coil was made. Probably the most sensitive coil out of all the GPX coils that they made. So comparing to the SDC, they're both doing pretty well, I think. The Algoforce is just beating it, but again, this is mild soil. Who knows how it will do in mineralized. When you wind the Algoforce back to mineralized, the performance drops back a little bit, but it's still doing better than the SDC on most targets, I think. But then the soil can change that, can't it? So not really able to compare. I should cut some holes into that bank and then try and do some burying there. But the problem is, I had a look at that and it's rock solid. It's not moving anywhere. Get a drill maybe. I was going to check out the X-Core's concentric 19-inch. The concentrics versus the 19-inch on the GPZ, I should say. So that might be the ideal spot to do it. Dig some deep holes in that. Put in deep targets and see the 20-inch concentric versus the 19-inch GPZ and see how we go. It's probably something I should do pretty soon. I only just discovered this ledge today. Alright, I'll get back to it.